Hey everybody, Dockside Gamer here and welcome back to the channel. And today I am going to tell you how I finally beat Gaping Jaw at level 1. I also apologize for my voice. I'm currently fighting a cold and I really wanted to get this video out so you guys could see it. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I drop in and I immediately want to start getting some physical damage negation and maybe upgrading my bow to the max with also a couple Wending Graces in my pocket. So just to do this, I just need any fights. Basically, any bosses that'll give me any kind of drops. I'm opening for Sacred Seals, so hopefully I can get some easy incantations. But honestly, I don't think I find anything of use, so I just drop it. I do get my glint blades though, which I find is a staple for these runs so far, just because they help break my weak point mark that I put on all my enemies. I also am using Black Flame Protection, mostly just because it gives me a damage negation, so I might try and use that as much as possible. I pick up a Talisman that gives me attack boost at full HP, and I take out a Misbegotten that gives me 10% extra stance breaking on my attacks. I figured that might be pretty good against Gaping Jaw, so I can get a few extra critical hits on him. Moving on to a Poison Ruins, I might try and pick up some extra poison grease just so I can stack poison on top of my poison bow, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. I do take out the boss there, and I do get extra 10% stamina because why not? It'll allow me to dodge more, it'll allow me to attack more. It's just a good thing to grab, especially since I'm not leveling up. I stop at the merchant, I get a Wending Grace, I get an extra pouch for some extra spaces. I take out yet another Misbegotten after dying a couple times to him, and he doesn't really drop anything decent. Like I get the Fully Bow that gives me damage negation at full HP, and I pick up something to increase my HP a little bit more. I take out the giant in a cave to grab a tier 2 smithing stone so I can upgrade my bow to +2, and it's time for the first night boss. Now with these two that are popping up, I already know who the boss is, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's the Knights Cavalry, which it might be a 2-on-1, and I think they take me down at least once, but honestly, it's not that bad of a fight. The Knights Cavalry are probably one of the easier bosses in this game, just because you can target their horse, knock them off, critical hit them, and then you can just backstab spam. But for now, the start of the fight is a little bit more difficult just because they do hit hard, and I do find it a bit harder to keep them both within my camera sight. But once I take one out, the other one goes down fairly quickly. Like I said, just target the horse, run over, you can get a critical hit. I missed the critical hit somehow, but it doesn't really matter. I just keep attacking anyway. I'm dealing fairly good damage against them because my bow has been upgraded to +1 at least. I didn't get a chance to upgrade to +2, but as you can see, I'm dealing massive damage to that Knight Cavalry. Now on to the next one, and I can just target him, or I can target the horse side as well. Like, it doesn't really matter which one I target. I tend to target him, and most of my shots end up hitting the horse anyways. But yeah, he's going to go down fairly quickly. Unfortunately, my glint blades do miss there, but it doesn't really matter. I can stagger him, and yeah, you can see I'm doing really good damage against him, especially with just my starter bow at +1. So, like, he's not going to take very much longer to take down. As soon as I get him off the horse, the battle's pretty much done. Yeah, there he goes off the horse. I get the critical hit, does a good chunk of damage, and now I can just work on attacking. And because he's off his horse, he's not going to hit me. He's going to summon his horse again, but I think it's going to be too little too late. Yep, oh, what? The glint blades missed. How'd that miss? It went right through him. Must have an invincibility frame when he's getting on his horse. But yeah, he goes down fairly quickly. Even after like getting back on his horse, he's still moving, which kind of sucks just because he just continues to move and it's hard to hit him with my arrows. But I knock him off for a second time and I continue on. So the second day is a lot of the same for the first day. I try to find physical damage negation. I think I pick up a bit of frozen grease just because that Gaping Jaw is also weak to frost. And I figure in his first phase I can just focus on poison, and second phase I can just focus on poison and frost, where the frost will probably be dealing more damage than the poison. But getting to the second night boss, I take out some more Misbegottens. It seems like that's a trend for this run, is just to take out Misbegottens. And then I will be taking out the Crucible Knight and Hippopotamus. So once you start doing a lot of these runs, like I have been fighting Gaping Jaw a lot, and generally when I see what monsters do spawn right before the night boss, I know exactly which boss I'm going to be fighting. Crucible Knight and Hippopotamus, it's not terrible. I can take them out fairly quickly, and the only problem is just how much damage that Crucible Knight does. I think he does take me out once, just because I didn't put enough space in between them. And if I can just keep backing up, well, maybe he doesn't take me out. Maybe I do keep my spacing fairly well. It's just that shield, man. Like, that shield just blocks so much of my damage. Luckily, the glint blades do hit him fairly well. Like, as you can see, I'm doing like 1 or 2 damage with shield, but I can still poison. And honestly, that's okay. I don't have a limit on my arrows. I can fire as many arrows as I need to. So he's gonna go down. He's not even gonna go down right now. Usually when he gets to half health, and I have put a video on this fight before on my channel, when he gets to half health, the hippo does spawn, and generally I will target the hippo. Because as you can see, the Crucible Knight kind of backs off, and as long as you keep a decent spacing between you and him, then you can just focus on the hippo, and the fight will be a lot easier. And the Hippopotamus, honestly, is a lot easier to fight. Because, yeah, I just stance broke him, but I'm not going to run in for the crit, because the Crucible Knight's right there. So just keep your spacing, especially if you're Iron Eye, it's so easy to keep your spacing. Because you just have to fire your arrows. And Hippo is very susceptible to poison, so I get him poisoned early on. I get an attack boost when things get poisoned nearby, so that always helps me. And honestly, as you can see, I am just shredding through the Hippo's health. It's not going very quickly, mind you, but it is a very steady rate. So yeah, I literally have no problems with this fight. I go through it, and the Hippo's dead. Now just focus on Crucible Knight. And honestly, during this fight, I am extremely happy with how well this is going. Mostly because I didn't want to waste any more Wending Graces than I had to. If I went into Gaping Jaw with less than 2 Wending Graces, I don't think I'd be able to do it. So yeah, the Crucible Knight now, he doesn't seem all that difficult. I just have to time my shots, make sure I'm rolling at the right time, and have my weak point ready at the same time I can slide through, make more space, and just keep the fight up. Especially with my glint blades coming up, the weak point can pop a lot easier, and it does do a chunk of damage and can possibly stack. But honestly, this fight shouldn't last a whole lot longer. He still has like a quarter health, but he's gonna go down. Yeah, especially when I put him down with my ultimate. He's now poisoned again. So I could just do the cheesy strat where I just walk away and keep my space and just let the poison take him out. But I got things to do. So I gotta just keep on the attack, and he's dead. So there we go. Now I'm going into Gaping Jaw with 2 Wending Graces. Oh, maybe 3. Did I spend a Wending Grace already? No, I didn't pick up a second one because the big shop wasn't spawned into my map. So I will be going into Gaping Jaw with 2 Wending Graces. But I am going to stop talking. I will let you guys enjoy the fight for what it is. And alright, let's get into it. Now, I do wish I had live commentary for this fight, but honestly, there wouldn't be much talking just because I was so focused on this that I did not want to distract myself. And I wish I had live commentary for my celebration at the end, but I was just so stunned that I was actually able to get it done that I did not talk. I can recreate it right now. It'd be just like that. There's some recreation right there. But that's all I got for today, guys. I will let you know I am trying Fissure in the Fog for my next solo level 1, and I'm making some headway with that, but we will see. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.